YouTube might be best known for short viral clips, but you may not know that YouTube also offers thousands of free movies as well. Yes, on YouTube you can watch everything from indie films uploaded by their creators to modern movies released for free by major studios to classic films that are now in the public domain. In fact, there are so many options it can be hard to know where to start. That's why we've put together this list of some of the best free movies on YouTube. Kung Fury. This comedy action indie was produced as a tribute to the awesome action films of the 1980s. In the film, a Miami detective is simultaneously struck by lightning and bitten by a cobra, which obviously gives him superhuman kung fu powers.
Game over.
He uses the new power granted to him to clean up the streets of Miami, but our hero faces his worst adversary yet when he comes face to face with Kung Fu master Adolf Hitler. Kapow! Margot at the Wedding. This dark comedy follows the story of Margot and her son Claude as they visit Margot's sister Pauline for her wedding to the unsuccessful artist and musician Malcolm.
For me, expectation just turns to disappointment, so ultimately I'd rather not try.
But the plot is secondary to the awesome cast. It features Nicole Kidman as Margot, Jennifer Jason Leigh as Pauline, and a hilarious performance from Jack Black in the role of the unmotivated and socially inept Malcolm. It's a winner. 4 Horsemen. In this independent British documentary, the filmmakers take a hard look at current banking and economic practices in Western countries, as well as the war on terror and how it all connects to our monetary policies. Time Out London critic Derek Adams wrote, "Instead of bombarding us with sensational imagery and scaremongering, this competently narrated, intelligibly structured, and cleverly illustrated film presents its case via a succession of insights from a group of smart, rational orators." In other words, it's not exactly a typical YouTube video.
Leave Brittany alone! Please!
Slacker. Not to be confused with the 2002 movie Slackers, this 1991 independent comedy drama marked the directorial debut of Richard Linklater, who would go on to direct classics like Boyhood and Dazed and Confused.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
Featuring a uniquely unstructured storyline, Slacker is a slice of time, a day in the life of multiple 20-something misfits as they drift through Austin, Texas. Shot with a single 60mm camera on a micro budget of just $23,000, many filmmakers, including Kevin Smith, have cited Slacker as a major source of inspiration and the start of the 90s independent movie movement.
The people they need, like scientists, you heard about that? All the missing scientists around the world and those that mysteriously dying. That's all part of the recruiting process. I really hope your friend is not, well, they need a lot of lackeys to do the labor, though. So they'll be looking for ordinary guys. You know, just like you and me.
Funny About Love. While Funny About Love was pretty much universally panned by critics upon its release, it might deserve another look. Why? Well, it was directed by the legendary Leonard Nimoy, stars the late great Gene Wilder, and has an interesting take on the whole ticking biological clock trope, but from a man's perspective. Wilder's comedic genius shines through in several places, making Funny About Love a good pick for a cheap date night flick. Night of the Living Dead. Considered by many to be the seminal zombie movie, Night of the Living Dead has been massively influential on the horror genre in the decades since its release. George A. Romero's directorial debut is more atmospheric than most modern zombie movies, focusing instead on the effects of a zombie outbreak in a small town, with most of the film set within the house where the cast members take refuge.
I'd drag you out there and feed you those things!
Walking Dead's got nothing on this.
Fire.
Nosferatu. F.W. Murnau's 1922 silent classic Nosferatu is required watching material for all horror fans. The earliest surviving example of a major vampire film, actor Max Schreck delivers a mesmerizing performance as the ghastly vampire in this unauthorized adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's amazing the movie even exists, as a court once ordered all copies to be destroyed after Stoker's estate sued for copyright infringement. But loyal fans secretly saved it and passed copies around, making it one of the first true viral videos ever. Only fitting for the original bed intruder.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more videos like the one you just saw, and leave us a comment to let us know which free YouTube film you'd recommend.